Nikki two times coming at you again with a Sunday Funday, episode number 51. Right now we have my man Moon over Miami. Glad to see you, Mom. We got Nikki two times gaming. That is my alternate channel. Buckle up, guys. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Doing a little bit of a different hydration. We got Justin W. Smith, Big Sky PC and Rips. What's going on there, Justin? Checked out your newest video on the Conjuring. Love that series, dude. Absolutely great series. I'm going to get hydrated today with some vitamin water. You know, the triple X kind, because we get a little spicy here on Sunday Funday. How you guys doing out there tonight? I know that my man Sith Lordly and Perch tend to typically be here. They may be here later tonight. I know Lady Sith and them, they all had their had her baby shower this evening. So they're at that. Maybe they'll be able to pop their heads in a little bit later tonight. But I think we'll still have a good time. You know how it goes. Trolls pop in and out, and that's what drives the show. But stick around. You know I talk sports. I'm definitely going to be talking some smack tonight, for sure. Also want to get a live reaction on what's going on with the Toronto Maple Leafs Florida Panthers game. Unfortunately, just in the few minutes of getting ready for the show, I noticed that the damn Panthers scored 2 goals, freaking 2-0 already. That's not good for Perch. That's not good for my bet. I got $650 coming to this guy if the Maple Leafs can win the whole thing. What's going on there, Hammy? Haven't done any sports talk yet. We'll certainly talk a little bit of football, talk, a little bit about Eagles' schedule at least. I'll tell you my predictions as we get closer to the season, but I definitely going to go over Eagles' schedule tonight. See, even just since I started the show and talking, it's now 3-0 Florida Panthers. So I don't know what the hell I missed. It was 0-0 the last time I got a chance to look. Oh my gosh. And old, that's where the gray comes from. So I got to put these on Neely. Yeah, I keep it going just the way it is. Unfortunately, it's just the one little piece goes gray. There's never going to be me dyeing it, so. Well, Riley, I don't know. I do know that Ohtani was on fire, and he scored quite a few home runs. I wasn't aware that the Angels swept them, but that's good news. That's a good thing. And if they did it without Trout, who is hurt again. And here I wanted the Phillies to pick him up, but we're getting to the point where the man can't stay healthy. Man, it is certainly silent over here in the stadium. I'm just under 6 foot tall there, Assad. You know, we got stuff. We talk sports. We also let you guys in chat kind of determine a lot of what goes on throughout the show. I have a few sports topics just to kind of keep it moving along when nobody else has anything to say or participate. But, you know, if you're a troll, you're certainly welcome in my chat. I love the troll energy that comes out. I kind of wish, I guess I can give off that vibe, but no, I don't. Yeah, what's going on, Huey? Good to see you back, Huey. Titus, my friend, God is great. Thanks for stopping by. If you are currently with the kids, I also say Ohio to all the wonderful kids there in the cancer ward. I hope they're having a little bit of a blessed day today, as well as yourself there, Titus. I have one shout out for the week. Sorry, I gotta always go through my notes. But my one shout out for the week, and I'll put the link in the description later, is Monkey Man Sports Cards. Great channel, husband and wife. But for whatever reason, I don't know, it's one of the best channels out there I've seen. That's a ripping channel. It's a great channel for like a married couple. Don't understand why. I'm not trying to say that they should have 1 million subscribers, but I can't see why they're not at least 1,000 or so in that ballpark. It's a channel worth checking out. Heavy in the football, but they've also been ripping hockey on the channel. Been ripping. They just recently ripped a box of select WWE product. Great energy those two give off. So definitely, I suggest go and follow Monkey Man Sports Cards, and I will put the link in the description after the show tonight. You know, we get into some of the smaller sports stuff that's going on currently. Nothing to, no winner for NASCAR race. It's All-Star Race weekend. That race is going on tonight. Major League Soccer, the Union, my Union, Philadelphia Union, and Cincinnati FC locked dead at 29 points apiece. But the Union hold the goal differential. They are plus 13 to Cincinnati's plus 4. Then you have Vancouver with 28 points in the West with a 14-goal differential. What's going on, Tex? Good to have you here, my friend. Always good to see you. What is Vakash saying? I have no idea what that language is, but go ahead and toot your own horn on that. I am Legendario. Thank you for stopping by. If you like sports, if you like cards, you can ask me to show cards. I'm not ripping any cards tonight, but I'll certainly be showing at least a couple things tonight. Tex, shut the fuck up. See, right now, I'll say that on my channel since I haven't hit the watch hours. So I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up, Tex. That's got to be the biggest bullshit ever. And I will certainly get into that a little bit further when I get into the NBA talk. I'm certainly going to talk about what a disgrace the NBA is for that happening. But I digress. Let's wait till later to get into talking about that. We got my man BC Sports Cards in the house. What's going on there, BC? Red Pro says, hey, what's up there, Red Pro? We're a channel that talks sports, but this is a channel where I do acknowledge the people that come through my chat. If they want to be shouted out, they get shouted out. I'll shout you out anyway. I thought it was 4-0. They're waving it off. Anyway, even if you're acting a fool and you're a troll, you get shouted out. Occasionally, I convert you. You become good friends. It's happened before. Run, run, run. Okay, I said it. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't mind doing things, but I'm not a lapdog, okay? No, that's all right. Shout me out. Friday wants a shout out. Good evening there, Friday. Thank you for stopping in. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to talk sports. We're going to have some fun tonight. Some of my regulars are not here, but quite a few of you are, and always appreciate the big support that I get from every one of you. Now, that's all right, Brandon. If you take that any further, I just boot you. I'm one that lets you trolls have your fun, but I'll only let it go so far. I don't need that nonsense on my channel, so you can get the fuck out of here. We got H&H helmets and hash marks in the house, and my man Adam's car closet. Hopefully you're having a chipper evening tonight there, Adam. That's how it works around here. If you are a friend of mine, you get shouted out. If you're an asshole, you still get shouted out because I don't discriminate my chat. But if you're going to be a dickhead and start using racial terms and slurs and stuff, you're going to get the boot. You're going to get the big kick out. No, absolutely, I am not Assad unless you were asking that jackass if he is, because Brandon could be. you're a whole ass. But so it does look like, but we'll have to talk about it further. It does look like I will be available to be a guest on your guys' show. Helmets and Hash Marks and Hammy and Son, they have their own show. Sorry, I even wrote that down again. Pigskin Press Box, sitting strong with 60 subs. So they've gained some subs over last week. They have graciously asked me to be a guest, and I would be happy to. So it looks like I'll be able to do that. Doesn't look like the family's doing anything special for Memorial Weekend. So as of right now, you can count me in. But let's talk a little further about that over Instagram. We got my man Uncanny Swag. Swag, I'm watching this abysmal second period where it's like the Leafs have just given up. They let in the first goal, and then that's it. They're cooked. The stadium is absolutely silent. Well, that's kind of unfortunate there, Warrior. I am certainly not on any kind of registry. I'm on the PSA registry, for my slabbed cards, but I'm not on any other such registry. Hey, Aaron Shorts, I'm definitely not into that either. And Warrior, yeah, it's like you probably forgot because you've actually been in my chat before. So I actually remember you, but I guess you got a short term memory and forget that you've actually been here and have trolled this channel uh, in the past. 100 clones of me. I don't know what this big obsession is now, where, the obsession was that a gorilla, Harambe, was killed. Now the obsession is of 100 people being able to kill a gorilla. It seems to be the new obsession. What kind of things have changed in our world? But no, 100 clones of me certainly couldn't kill a gorilla. Ah, there he is. I saw Justin saying hello, Boji, and I see you there, Boji. Good evening, my friend. Always great having you here. You got eventually, you have some cards coming your way. I'll have to go back. I have to go back into the old post as well to remember which ones I promised you, and then add to that pile. But a lot of those cards are going to Paul first because I haven't given Paul any mail days from me since he's been a sub. So Paul's first, but the two particular Kelsey cards that you asked for are definitely in your pile, Boji. Man, so I almost even forgot. So just real fast to finish off Major League Soccer, you got Ty Baribo leading the way. He's got 11 goals in 13 games. Christian Arango has 9 goals. Kind of far off fetched from the overall record of Carlos Vela scored 36 goals back in, I think, 2019. I know we have some good baseball guys in the chat right now. All right, sorry. I was just seeing if I missed anything important enough to shout out, and right now it doesn't look as such. But I'm glad we have certain people hanging out still. I'm glad all my Blue Wrenchers are supporting the channel. And a couple of you other people that were here earlier are still here. Thanks, Assad, for being here. Much appreciated. I hope you're enjoying yourself hanging out with the chat. But we're going to continue to talk a little sports as well. Major League Baseball in the American League. Yankees are up by 4.5 games in the East. Tigers are up by 5 games in the Central. Mariners up 2.5 games there in the West. Trolls are definitely welcome there, helmets and hash marks. I have thick skin. I love it. As long as they're not talking about underage stuff and racist stuff, everything else is pretty much fair game and good to go by me. Now, and most of my Blue Wrenchers know that too, so you could almost push that envelope and be sure that you're not going to get booted. In the National League, we have the Mets up on my Phillies by 1 game in the East, Cubs up by 2 games in the Central, and Dodgers up by a game in the West. We got my girl Brittany in the house. Brittany, it is always wonderful to see you. I hope that you do take Sis invite to be on the panel. I would love to be on the panel with you, girl. I know you were on the panel before, shortly before I started being on the panel. I know you and Josh were on the panel. It was a great show. I watched that show. You have been great in chat on my channel as well as on Spine Ticks Live. So I would love to see you hanging out with us. Daisy May in the house. Daisy, it has been too long. I hope you're having a good one there, Daisy May. Isabella, I am great. How are you? Are you having a good evening? I'm having a good evening. You guys are up. Grasshopper Plus says go Guardians of Cleveland. Grasshopper, that is my second favorite team. So I'll agree with you. Go Guardians. That's a good one. Just a little bit of other Major League Baseball news to touch on. Aaron Judge still having a monster season. 406 average, 15 home runs, 41 RBIs. Shohei Ohtani having a huge week. All for my man BC. I'm sure BC is real happy because BC had Ohtani in our home run challenge contest that's being run by Three Good Nerds, hitting four bombs this week. He leads all of Major League Baseball with 16 home runs. When you got Aaron Judge, Cal Riley, and Kyle Schwarber all with 15 home runs. I want to give a big shout out, congratulations to Bryce Harper from my Philadelphia Phillies. He's hit the 1,000 RBI milestone. He's now at 1,002. My calculations, he's 300 something, counting Negro League players, but he's like 217th Major League Baseball player to hit that milestone. So congratulations to him. Other congratulations, and then I'm going to show a couple cards real fast, is Mick Abel made his official Major League Baseball debut pitching for the Phillies today. Couldn't be any more of a harder task. We are talking about the Pittsburgh Pirates, but the pitcher on the other side was Paul Skeens, who had a complete game, gave up 1 run, but that's all the Phillies needed. We won 1-0. Mick Abel with 9 strikeouts to get the win, and it ties a Philadelphia franchise record for most strikeouts in a debut with those 9 strikeouts. So congratulations to Mick Abel. I know I have some other really nice cards of his that are stashed away, but these are a couple cards that I had handy. And before I say show them, I did see that my man Kenneth Bird came on through. So what's going on, Kenneth? Glad to have you here, pal. These are all from, I forgot what series. The Panini Crusades. Crusade. That's your base card right there. This one. This is a really sweet looking card. The blue and yellow. And then when you get to the teal and yellow, this is 138 out of 199. So, not bad for a debut. So he can put a feather in his cap and say, I faced Paul Skeens and I won. So good on him. We also have my man Phil Alling in the house. Sorry I didn't shout you out when you first stepped in there, Phil, but thanks for being here, pal. Mizan Kasei is saying hi. Hello there, Mizan. Don't mind me. I try to write all my Blue Wrenchers down and at least a handful of the other people, first timers that stop through here, so I can shout you out at the end of the night as well. So I write them down as a reminder. What other channel do you know that does that? that continuously talks amongst their chat members and then shouts you out again at the end of the night. This guy, the only one I know. So that's how Sundays roll with Nikki Two Times. We got my man, Yo Dean. What's going on there, Diener? You're not going to like what I talk about next, because we're going to start talking some football, but I'm going to have some harsh words that you might not like, so you might not end up sticking around tonight. You're going to end up getting a little pissy with your man, Nikki Two Times. Thanks, Swag. Yeah, I mean, I try to collect them all. I had those in a break, when I'm in baseball breaks. I try to get the Phillies. I get the Phillies most of the time. I'd say probably more than 80% of the time I've been able to get the Phillies. The guys I'm usually in the breaks with are gracious enough to try to work out trades to where I get them. But occasionally, there's one other guy, the guy that runs the break, unfortunately, but it's nice getting my team. I know if I try to get in some expensive ass football break of people I don't know, the likelihood of me getting the Eagles is almost none. All right, Dean. Well, then this is the perfect time. I'm going to skip some stuff for right now to go right into the football talk that I have for this week. Eagles, well, all the NFL teams' schedules came out this week. And I'll definitely do a breakdown sometime as we get closer to the season. It's going to have to be definitely after NBA and NHL are completely done. I'll get into, like I did last year, predict where each team in each division places and how the playoffs are going to go all the way from the early beginning like I did last year. I predicted my Eagles to make it to the Super Bowl, and I think I had them losing. Yeah, I had them losing the Super Bowl to the Texans. So, that's one thing I definitely got wrong. But Eagles, week 1, at home, versus the Cowboys, versus Dino's Cowboys, versus J to the B, Jared Bolton's Cowboys. Tex Carnage, I believe, is a Cowboys fan, not a Texans fan. Their Cowboys are coming here to the link where the Eagles are going to raise their championship banner in front of you guys. I know that that's going to be a very lovely evening here in Philadelphia. Before I go and talk about what the rest of the schedule looks like, the Eagles, by no fault of the NFL, not blaming the NFL, because they have their algorithms and do things to who you end up facing the following year, but the Eagles, for the first time, they have the hardest schedule ever. First time a team has had to face 10 plus games against teams that were 500 or better the year before. In fact, they have 11 games versus such opponents. So, week 1, not the Cowboys. Dino. But week 2, they're at the Chiefs, 500 plus team. Home against the Rams, 500 plus team. At Tampa Bay, over 500. At home versus the Broncos, over 500. Then they're at the New York Giants, who we all know sucked. Then they're at Minnesota, over 500. Then Giants again. Then a bye. Then we're at Green Bay, over 500. At home versus Detroit Lions, over 500. Then we're at Dallas. Then we're home against the Bears. Then we're at the LA Chargers, over 500. Home against the Raiders. Then we finish off with at the Commanders, over 500. At Buffalo Bills, over 500. And back home against the Commanders, over 500. So 11 of those games are 500 teams, all but. Oh, no. Every single one of those teams not only were over 500, they were all playoff teams last year. So, very hard schedule for us. I think they'll be good enough. I'll say it now, even early. They'll be good enough to make the playoffs, even with that schedule. But I'm not looking for them to run through it the way they did last year. So, we'll see. Dino, right now, Dino, I feel bad for you, not for other Cowboys fans. I feel bad for you because you're my boy, you're my buddy. You also live there. I've said this before. I hate Philadelphia Cowboys fans. They're the worst kind of people there are. People that are from here that are Cowboys fans. If you're from there, great. But yes, I feel bad for you because I think it's going to be a while before they can even be any good. Because right now you're looking at even the Eagles are going to have to press these next 2-3 years because I think the Commanders are going to end up being a much better team as we move forward. I don't know how much better you can get than the 12-5 record that they had this past year, and the Giants are going to push up with some of the things that they're doing. So keep up or get put out. That's what I'm seeing right now, Dino. Oh man, I love you, buddy. Assad wants to know why female live streamers have like 300 viewers. It isn't. It isn't it unfair? Well, it can be if they're putting out good content. Assad, more power to them. If they're just sitting there trying to look pretty, then you know it's nothing but guys simping for them. Then it's just. But in this sort of world of card ripping and talking sports, unfortunately, it's the exact opposite. Women, I know, I can name off a few different girls that I know that are in the hobby of ripping cards that have barely any followers because it's like a boys' club. Uh, Even in the world of, say, like comics and comic cards, I'm sure my girl Brittany in chat can to attest to it. It's a man's world, or it's a boys club or such. But I gotta tell you, Brittany is super smart in what she's doing, and I respect her and love her stuff. So it is a shame it can go the other way too. Dude, I wonder what some of these people are saying. My man Moon uh, getting rid of them with a quickness. All right, Dino, you take care, buddy. Always good seeing you. What's going on there, SV? I was just ragging on Dean a little bit about the Eagles getting to face the Cowboys week 1 and getting to raise the championship banner. So I was ragging on him a bit. But Dean, have a great night. Daniel Cryfall in the house. What's going on there, Daniel? We're certainly going to get into some hockey talk in a little bit. right now, I'm pretty upset there. And I don't know if I gave you the shout out yet, but hello there, Epic Gamers. I'm sorry. I wrote your name down and then didn't even say hi. That's my fault. That's me fumbling the ball. But Daniel, right now I'm actually trying to watch this debacle of a hockey game with the damn Leafs. You know, I had the Leafs. I'm sure my boy Perchy's having a conniption fit right now, if he's even getting to listen to the game or watch the game, because he's at a baby shower right now. Cheyenne, thank you for stopping by. You know I love you, girl. You're doing good things. You're having fun. That's what it's all about. I know on your channel you're just singing away, having fun, smiles. But I'm gonna be my old man self and give you a little bit of like fatherly advice. Put down the vape. You don't need that vape. Put it down. Put it down, girl. Just sing. Sing with your heart. Pull it out. Use that as the addiction. Get rid of that thing. I know you've talked about it on your show before that you can't, and I love it so much, but man. Well, LZ Wasteland, thank you for existing to be able to stop by and give me those kind words. You have a wonderful night yourself, and thank you for existing. Yo, what's going on there, Hobby? Wow, I read your LZ. I read that wrong. I put Waste Lord, not Wasteland. I write you down because I'll shout you out at the end of the night. But what's going on there, Hobby Collector? Zach, what's going on, Zach? I always appreciate you guys, whether you give me 2 minutes, 20 minutes, it all adds up. I know I can't always be sitting in lives all day long. So whatever you give me is always appreciated. You all get marked down, and then I try to reciprocate throughout the week the best I can. Isabella, how about that's about I don't know. That's about what you get out of it. Ah, thank you, LZ. I'd appreciate that. And I have you written down too, so if you have good content on your stuff, I'll be sure to check you out as well, just to see what's going on. Daniel, you're the man to definitely talk to, but I'm going to leave this completely open to everybody. I'm only requesting this simply because the one NHL topic I want to talk briefly about right now is I am through the moon. The new head coach of the Philadelphia Flyers, Rick Tocchet, my favorite player of all time, is now the coach of my team. Won a Stanley Cup with the Penguins. Won 2 more as the assistant coach with the Penguins. But he's really a Philadelphia Flyer, not a Pittsburgh Penguin, as far as I'm concerned. He's in the Flyers Hall of Fame. He's back. He's home. So if any of you guys, I don't care, junk wax, whatever, any of you guys have old Rick Tocchet cards and are willing to part with them, hit me up. I want them. I need them. We could talk. We can make something happen. Thank you. And he leads by a large margin the most Gordie Howe hat tricks of all time. Which, if you don't know what a Gordie Howe hat trick is, it's scoring a goal, getting in an assist, and getting into a fight all in the same game. He's done it 19 times. The next closest person, I think, has 7. I think out of active players, I don't think anybody has more than like 3. There you go. All right. Leafs are on the board. That's what I'm talking about. All right, I appreciate that, Daniel. I'm definitely working on that for you. Hobby, who are you asking about? How what is working out? Uh, elaborate. Maybe I'm not reading what you're telling me, Mom. I'm not. Maybe I'm not reading that right. You think they're going to change the playoff rules that the best team with the most wins, not because they are the top team from their conference. You're a huge fan of cricket there. Crick impressive. That's cool. Do you happen to be Indian or Pakistani or where are you from? The legend is back. What's going on there, Legend 55? High risk. Holy shit, high risk. It is good seeing you. Thanks for being here, pal. We did already talk football, but I'm always willing to talk more football if you guys have anything to say. But as far as what I wanted to say, I, I got my football in for the night. O-Rod collects, dropping me the trophies. Love you, O-Rod. Thanks for being here. Very cool there, Crick. I don't know much about cricket. All I know is they have like one games that last the whole day. They have other games that last 3 days. Oh my God, Panthers just already got the goal back. All right, you just like write that off. Unbelievable. Yeah, that would make sense there, Grasshopper. Money definitely would be tied up because it takes a while to find out who actually wins. Oh, interesting, Zach. But you know, no making fun of the sport there, Crick. I just hard to understand. Not big here in this country. It looks like an interesting sport. Oh yeah, Moon. But you got to change that in. I feel like you got to change that in baseball as well because there there was a time I think the San Diego Padres, if I'm not mistaken, made the playoffs because they won the West, and they were like many games below. But then again, I mean, but the point is, then why have divisions and such? So I mean, then you just make it non divisional all the way through. So it's hard for me to really gauge how I truly feel about it. What if you have what if you're in the hardest division and that's why you lost quite a few games, but you won the division because you still had more wins. I don't know. Esteban Nunez says hello. What's going on there, Esteban? Well, I mean, I know soccer. I know a decent amount about soccer, so I could say I like soccer. There, Grasshopper, the one and only, the one and only what? What's going on, one and only? What's up, dude, to you as well? Yeah, I mean, I used to for the first 5 or 6 years, I was a season ticket holder to the Philadelphia Union, and then I just was able to not go to every single game. So that's why I stopped getting the tickets and wasting that money. So that's kind of how that went. But definitely like my team. I like Chelsea as well. My youngest son likes Liverpool, so he's ecstatic. They won the English Premier League this year. What's going on there, Maddie? Stick around there, Maddie. I'm definitely shortly going to give kudos to your Indiana Pacers, but you'll have to stick around for that. Hey, but the one and only, you're the one and only everything. So that could be anything. You're the one and only dickhead in my chat right now, or you're the one and only stud muffin in my chat right now. Like it could go either direction. Hold on, let me read that properly so I say it the best I can. What's going on there, Navroop Singh? Thanks for stopping by. You are Hike from Armenia. Well, welcome in there, Hike. Go ahead, Hike. You can ask a question. Carson also has a question. What's going on, Carson? Who doesn't love a good foot massage there, Carson? You don't want to see my feet though, because my feet are pretty busted. No problem, Daniel. You know you're the man. You know I love when whatever you time that you can give me. It's actually more respected that you email me when you know that you can't be on and you're not a content creator. So I know like you actually come to watch as opposed to like hoping to get some reciprocation to your channel. So, you know I love you. I appreciate it. Have a great night. Have a great week. We got to talk about more Predators cards that I can get you. I got to I've been opening up some cards. Maybe I got a couple Caulfields that I didn't see in my stuff, and maybe some Byfields as well. So have a good night, buddy. You're also from India, so we're getting a lot of people from India tonight. Carson is asking me if I have a girlfriend. I have a hot wife. Does that count? Like I don't have anybody on the side. I have my beautiful wife. Hike. So if you're the father, you take your little girl to the little to the men's room. That's all you can do, and you take her into the stall. I mean that you can't go into the women's room. So, but you're also going there with her to make sure there's no weirdos around. No, I mean Carson Beatley. There's no songs that will get played on this, unfortunately. Harold, well, this might not be your cup of tea, Harold, but what I do is I talk a little sports, what's going on in the world of sports, and along the way, chat gets frisky, and I go along with it. I let the people in chat have fun, and I have fun with them. That's why this is Sunday Funday. But I'll talk sports. Occasionally, I'll open up packs of cards. I don't have anything to open. I'll show some cards once in a while as well. But this kind of channel where, hey, people realize that they're being shouted out and that the host of the show is talking to them. I've met some new friends tonight that have been here for almost an hour since the beginning of the show. Grasshopper's been hanging out, so I know Grasshopper Plus is having a good time. Understandable there, Hike. Either way, it's a iffy situation, and I have a little girl right now, but uh, if I'm out, I'm usually the mother is with me, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Broski, why? How about the next question needs to be, or I'll ask a question, Broski. What kind of learning are you trying to do? What kind of degree are you looking for? I might actually be able to have an answer for you. Hi says hi, or more specifically, Hi says, how's it going? What's going on, Hi? Kevin James, I don't get too often, so that's an interesting take. Yeah, I'm Kevin. Oh no, wait, Kevin James. Yes, sorry. I'm thinking Kevin Smith. I don't get Kevin Smith. Kevin James, I get a lot. So what I always do, Hi, is when I get the Kevin James, Paul Blart, King of Queens, when you're the first one to bring it up for the night. Actually took almost an hour, but congratulations for being the first person to say that. I get it like every single Sunday, and this is week 51, so it's been a lot of Sundays of being told that. No, Anskin, I have not heard the new Kanye song. I'll think about it. Oh, Grasshopper giving me the Ted DiBiase. That's a good one. That's a new one. I guess Broski didn't want to stick around long enough to find out or get any real help. But okay, Broski. Brittany, thank you for still being here. I'm hoping my other girl, Veronica, stops by sometime tonight, too. But all right, so I'll get into this real shortly. We still have NBA to talk about, NHL. We're going to talk a couple shows, movies that I've recently been watching. Ibrahim play. Interesting. I don't know exactly what the question is there, Ibrahim. If it's where I would rather live, oh my God, probably Tokyo. ATD, sometimes that happens. I mean, I don't know. I rather it just do what it's going to do. I'm certainly not going to shave it. Uh, I mean, dye it. It does what it wants, and I let it go. Yes, so the beard may be weird, but that's okay. It's it, I'm the rogue of live streams because I got my little gray patch going on. Oh well, thanks for backing me up there, Brittany. See, I say your name, Veronica. I just said your name not even a minute ago, saying that I hope that you would show up, and there you are, my girl Veronica at Christy's Crazy Crafty Life, Christy's Crazy Crafty Life, Christy's Crazy Crafty Life, Christy's Crazy Crafty Life, Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. I dare you to say it 5 times that fast when you're sitting at the sobriety checkpoint. I got you covered, Veronica. Veronica's been doing some great videos, but it's been a little bit. I don't think I've ever seen you, Veronica, go so many days without a post, but she's doing her halfway to Halloween crafts and such right now. She's got good, she does dangles and cards and you name it. If you're into crafts, go check out my girl Veronica at Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I'll certainly mark it down to make sure I watch it, but you know I'll watch it. You know I'll find you throughout the week. Sometimes it's weird right now with the new job that I have. working for Amazon. It's like I'm working certain days. I'm not working. I'm working the back half of the week, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. So I try to get into watching people during the beginning of the week because the rest of the week, Thursday, Friday, then Saturday night when I get home, I'm doing the Spine Ticks Live. And Sunday, I'm tired as hell and trying to spend some time with the family. So everything is usually watched during the beginning of the week. But guys, we are into hour number 2. It's the top of the hour. Just cracked open a second bottle of the vitamin water. You know what all the yelling and shouting out that I'm doing? I got to make sure I'm staying hydrated for you. Got to get that palate wet a little bit. I hear you. I mean, right now too, the job is it's weird. It's like some of the when I am working, it's extremely hard work. But sometimes I go in and then they cancel my shift, and then I'm like, damn it, I need to get paid. But it's also a very tiring and stressful job. So my mind is always all over the place. Go Browns! Grasshopper, come on now. Rod's still hanging out. What's going on, Rod? Yeah, Brittany, did I just kind of like, call that? I only said it once. I said it 5 times when she got here, but I only said her name once, and she appeared. My girl Veronica. That's all I need is a couple good blue wrenchers, Brittany, Veronica, and a couple of the guys, and some cool trolls, and that's all I need to have myself a good Sunday fun day. I'm going to get right into the NBA talk. My God, I was paying attention so much to you guys, I didn't even realize Florida scored another goal. Oh my God. It's like they didn't even give a fight the rest of this game. But NBA, congratulations to the Thunder winning today to advance and sending Swags, Denver Nuggets, to Cancun. So you're going to start that series. The Timberwolves will start in OKC Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Game 2, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. These are all Eastern Standard Time. Saturday at 8:30 will be in Minnesota. In the other, if my man Matty is still lurking around, Matty, congratulations. Your Indiana Pacers will be at New York starting Wednesday, 8 p.m., Friday at 8 p.m., and then on Sunday, it will be in Indiana at 8 p.m. So we're getting to it. We got the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals. It's going to be a fun, we got about another 2 weeks or so left of the season. Grasshopper, you hate the Pacers. I'm actually enjoying the Pacers, pal. But my man Matty Ice Cards had stopped by and said hi. That's his team. That's where he's from. And I appreciate you hanging out, Grasshopper. Keep on coming back. This is what we do. Sometimes we have more Blue Wrenchers that aren't here tonight. But I love when these all the trolls come through here. I love when I make some new friends like yourself. So keep on coming back. What else we got going on? So, oh, you're a Cavs fan. Gotcha. Yeah, I would hate the Pacers too if I was a Cavs fan. I would certainly Certainly. Should see Sean. Legend, what about Sean? Broski, you already stopped by. You already asked that question. And I asked the question back to you. What are you looking to study? And then I might actually then answer the question. I tried to, but you kept on scrolling on. Yeah, Grasshopper, he certainly had his chance, and he's probably still not going to respond to what I just asked him to get a further response. He probably already scrolled on. But you want to see a guy get heated. I get your disappointment there, Grasshopper, but I have a few disappointments of my own. Medicine or engineering, if you want to go engineering, I believe Duke University is a good school for that. They're actually a pretty damn good school for medicine as well. I know my one cousin did online courses of Duke for some of her nursing stuff, but she went to like Delaware, Drexel, and then did some online courses for Duke. But I think Duke is actually a good choice for both. And I'm not just saying that because of what I'm about to talk about either, because I'm a big Duke basketball fan. But yes, if you come here, you're looking to get into medicine or engineering, Duke is probably a top-notch choice for both. Grasshopper going off. UT, what? University of Tennessee? Or is that University of Texas? What are we talking there, Legend? But you want to see a guy get a little irritated. I'm going to get a little irritated right now. Basketball, the draft was on Monday, the draft lottery. You all saw the bullshit. We did not get to watch balls drop to see what happened. That was all done behind closed doors. We got to see stinking ass envelopes to see who would have the top pick that would get my man Cooper Flag, who would get the number one pick. You looked at the Hornets, the Jazz, and the Wizards all having 14% chance of getting that top pick. The Sixers having a 10.5% chance of getting that top pick. The one team with a 1.8% chance, Dallas Mavericks, getting that top pick. I call shenanigans. I call bullshit. I call fuck you guys. That's a bunch of bullshit. I feel bad for my Sixers. I feel bad for the other three teams that had higher odds. That was all a farce. Within minutes, so many different outlets were saying the same thing. I cry super foul, super bullshit. Dallas Mavericks with the first pick, Spurs with the second pick, Sixers third, Hornets fourth, Jazz fifth, and the Wizards sixth. You should have seen me watching it unfold in real time when it got down to them giving that sixth pick to the Wizards, fifth to the Jazz, fourth to the Hornets. My eyes lit up. I'm like, the Sixers are going to get the pick. The Sixers are going to definitely get the pick. And to see them come out in the third envelope, it has got to be the biggest bullshit ever. I think there, honestly, I think there should be an investigation because it was, again, behind closed doors. At least with the NHL lottery, you got to watch the balls bounce and the guy worked the calculations right in front of not only the audience there, but the hundreds of thousands that were probably watching it on TV. But no, NBA's got to do things behind closed doors. And what's going on there, Daniel Barry? What do we got? Let me read. Let me read what we got. Because when people are picked for the draft, Brittany, they pretty much have no other choice. But over the course of the years in some of these sports, there's been some stuff where people have held out. Eli Manning was drafted by, I forgot who he was drafted by, and they were like, nope, not playing there. Eric Lindros was drafted by the Quebec Nordiques back in the 80s or whatever, and he didn't want to play there. So it's happened on occasion where the player has forced the hand, but I'm sure Cooper Flagg will be happy to play with Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving there in Dallas. You ain't kidding there, Grasshopper. Embiid and PG. Maybe we could trade them for some basketballs or something. But I feel bad for my man Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey, where they could have been playing alongside Cooper Flagg. Legend 55. If you have Instagram, I am on Instagram. Same name, Nikki Two Times, or it might be Nikki Two Times Trading Cards or whatever. You could try to find me there and send me the picture. On that, my email. I mean, my email is in my description. Not sure why the picture couldn't be sent. Rohan Azim, your birthday is today, so happy birthday, Rohan. Nah, no. I'm good with keeping Maxi. What, Rohan, do you wish upon a star? Happy birthday, Rohan. All right, guys, what's going on here? What are we doing? Very very kind there, Rohan. Legend. I wish there was a way I can help you out with getting the picture that you're trying to send me sent. All right. Well, congratulations. It looks like Florida, because there's no way in hell Florida could pull their goalie and Toronto still couldn't score 4 goals to tie in 2 minutes. Ron, I'm here in the good old US of A. America, as we would say. So, I'll just say it now that it's, even though it's not official, it's official in the world of the NHL. In the Eastern Conference, Carolina Hurricanes will be at home against Florida. So Florida will have to go to Carolina. That series will start Tuesday at 8 p.m. and Thursday at 8 p.m. And Game 3 will then be back in Florida at 8 p.m. Over in the Western Conference, the last chance for Canada to win a cup this year, Edmonton Oilers will be at the Dallas Stars. That starts Wednesday at 8 p.m., Friday at 8 p.m., and then Sunday back in Edmonton at 3 p.m. So, NBA and NHL now officially on Tuesday will start their conference championship games, and it'll be a nice, good, probably 3 weeks still, maybe longer, till we crown champions. Oh my God, Brittany. I don't know much about Tavius Robinson. I'd say Cody Bellinger is a pretty damn good slab to have. If you paid less than $10 for it. But even though I don't know Tavius Robinson, anytime you can get a slab for under $10 is usually pretty good. I don't know. You're going to have to tell me if it's a PSA 9 or a PSA 10. I mean, I've gotten PSA 9s for $5, but anything under 10 is usually pretty good. And I'm pretty sure you were there when Swag was talking about how he got the Joker for $1 and paid more in shipping than anything else. But yeah, Cody Bellinger, that's a pretty good one right there. Yeah, if you're whether it's trying to turn them into collections or possible flipping, or I don't know, but I feel like anytime you can get slabs under 10, you're doing well. Maddie, I'm rooting for your Pacers for sure. You know, I don't like the Knicks, but I like how the Pacers are handling business. I do like the fact that the Knicks beat the Celtics, so we don't have to watch the Celtics win again. But yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do with the cards. I mean, that depends a little bit, at least. Give me a minute. I'm actually gonna try to look up this other guy real fast that I don't know. Tavius Robinson. Let's give a look up. Let's do something. Let's do something different. This is not something I normally do on the show, but I'm done the sports segment. Just have a little bit to talk about in the world of regular movie and television entertainment. Tavius Robinson. Tavius Robinson, linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens, makes over $1 million a year. I like, not to cause any rift there, Grasshopper. I'm listening and like what Maddie's saying because Pacers are definitely looking really good. So let's see. Tavius Robinson is an outside linebacker, Brittany. In 2023, he started one game. He got a sack. Total tackles for loss, too. That's pretty good. Last year with the Ravens, he did play in all 17 games. He started 7 of them. He had 3.5 sacks, 32 combo tackles, 4 tackles for loss, hit the QB 12 times. So, like, QB hits, that means, like, he was there, but the ball got released just as he was hitting them. So, not a bit, I would say, not a star player, not a $100 slab, $200, $500, but under 10, yeah, why not? That doesn't sound so bad. I don't know if you got a base card or a numbered card or whatnot, but sounds like you made out okay if you're paid less than $10 for that card. I like to make $1 million too, there, Brittany. Yeah, Grasshopper says me 3. I said me 4. I can kind of act funny there, Pista, but I'm not very good with the jokes. I'm not always super witty, but I will say I'm sorry that your bird died. I'm sorry that you are sad. And no reason to repeat it because you said it 4 sentences ago. So it's not like it got lost in the chat. All right, well, this game's over. I'll switch back. I'll switch to the music that I usually play. We're talking AI rock music, courtesy of Renee, of Rascal and Lucy. Oh. Let's get back to that. Never had a bird for a pet. Probably one pet I haven't had. Never had a ferret either. That would have been cool to have. Dogs, cats, gerbils, guinea pig. You know what I have not done? I got to get the blood flowing because I still, no matter what, whether I'm done or not, I try to stay on until 11 o'clock, even when I have nothing else to talk about. Gotta play the music a little bit louder and get that chair spinning. Oh, let's go! Sunday Funday. Guys, thanks for being here. We still have 8 going strong. We're a little light on the lights tonight with only 26. That's okay. Not every single week is going to be a banger in the totals, but you know we have fun no matter what every single Sunday for wonderful people like you, which I will shout out every single one of you Blue Wrenchers, and I have a slew of great new friends or stopper-bys, whatever you want to call them, like Grasshopper Plus. I'm going to keep on shouting you guys out. Got about another half hour. Stick around and then we'll close up shop. But thanks for being here, guys. Moon, I'm going to ask you a question, Moon. I just watched your short of the Buffalo Head nickel thing, but I didn't understand what it was. Like, was it like copper? Was it brass? Like, it was some sort of other like Buffalo Head nickel. I thought it was really cool looking, but it was like brownish in color. What was that? I'm interested in knowing the answer to that question. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I've never seen that before. It was pretty cool looking. I actually down the street from me, there's a shop, stamps and coins and collectibles or something like that. It's called. I used to try to go there for some card stuff, but the guy is well overpriced on his cards. His daughter or granddaughter no, I don't want to say, probably his granddaughter works there as well, selling the Pokemon cards, and the place is destroyed as a wreck. The guy doesn't clean a damn thing in his spot, but he's more of a coin guy so probably 40 years ago was selling coins out of the shop that then started at some point carrying cards. I don't know how many years he's been doing cards, but he's a big coin guy. So if there's ever a certain coin specifically that you're looking for, that's a must-have for in your collection or something, feel free to hit me up. I will certainly spend the time to go over there one day just to check it out for you. Or if you have a friend of yours that is really looking for something specific, I'll take the time for you. I don't go in there much anymore because, like I said, a new, better card store opened up right down the street. Oh, I don't know, Grasshopper. Especially off the top of my head, I don't like have those kind of figures or anything like that. My man, High Life Hobby in the house. What's going on there, High Life? Man, have you been opening up a lot of optic. I hope you have some better luck. You've opened up some okay stuff, but I hope you can, if you're going to open up any more, you have some better luck. maybe you opened some stuff off camera that I didn't see. But man, I think Optic has been real tough on people this year, and I didn't open that much. I refuse to spend that kind of money and not get any kind of return. If I'm not going to get it, I'd rather open up Illusions knowing I'm probably not going to get a return and maybe have a couple cool cards out of the bunch than continue to open up all that Optic. Jeez. Thanks for being here, High Life. All my card rippers, I always wishes the best of luck and finding the hot hand to find some cool shit. Everybody else that's not a ripper, I just hope you all have a good day, a good time hanging out with me. Grasshopper used to like Optic. I mean, last year I didn't even get to open up any Optic because it was people stole it or the scalpers took it all off the shelf. Now it's so crazy, so much overpriced that not your regular person wants to buy it, and even the flippers are getting kind of sick of the product because of how overly priced they've made it. It's ridiculous. Have you posted that video, Hobby? Because I'll have to check that out. I feel like I haven't watched you as of late. Last video I saw, you were showing me off. You were showing your a collection that you have. See, and yes, I did look over here because I forget what you guys do, but I'm into, in my old age, marking everything down that I can, especially knowing that there's a possibility that you're going to come into my live stream. So if I see something that you watch during the week, I can refer back to it and congratulate you again. Not just leaving a comment in your video, but if you're in here, congratulate you. It was a case hit. All right, Hobby. Marking that down. Hobby Collector had a case hit out of Optic. All right, Jim. Well, you're going to have to fight with my man, Matty Ice. Oh, wait. No. I'm sorry. Man, it's getting late. Glad there's only less than half an hour. Not Matty Ice. Sorry, we're talking Timberwolves and Thunder. I got Pacers on the brain. SGA Optic Rookie Auto. Wow. And your case hit was out of Zenith? Okay there, Hobby Collector. I like Zenith. Zenith's not a bad looking product. Do I have Zenith sitting here? Yeah, I've got... Where's my Zenith? I don't have anything overly crazy, but this is some of the stuff that I pulled out of Zenith. Marvin Harrison Jr. Z Marquee of Marvin Harrison Jr. Two-minute drill of Dan Marino. I'll end up putting that in my man BC Sports Cards pile. Then we got Josh Allen Z Marquee. Joe Burrow Z Marquee. We got a Patrick Mahomes Z Marquee. That is going to go in Paul Dave's pile. while this Travis Kelsey mem will go in my man Boji's pile. Yeah, that's all. That's really all that out of Zenith that I was able to pull. So, okay stuff, but isn't paying the bills. Not nothing. Nothing I'm gonna put on eBay or anything. Red, Red. I haven't watched the video yet, but I'm glad you were able to stop by. I know you're having a rough one. I want to give my condolences to your puppers, Pow Pow, and you guys having to say goodbye and have him go over the Rainbow Bridge. So, Red, I appreciate you stopping by here. I watched the actual video. I'm gonna try to watch it tonight, but I know that he passed away, and I'm really sorry, pal. I apologize if there's other things that I'm unaware of, Red. A couple of you guys who I consider friends have been having some rough times, man. And all I could do is give apologies, and I don't, and kind words. I don't know how I could be any more help, but keep on putting that foot in front of the other. Wake up every morning. That's all you can do. I mean, I don't know necessarily if you have wife and kids and anything like that, but wake up every morning. Give them hugs. Tell them you love them. That's what gets me through every single day. Like, even like with my job, and I'm tired as hell. I just love kissing my wife, kissing my baby girl. Makes me forget about all the pains and agonies. Well, I try and on a note that has nothing to do with that. You're certainly one of the ones I'm working on with the card stuff. I keep saying, I probably have told you for like 3 months, your cards are coming. I'm gonna get your cards, but I'm working on your Bengals cards. I'm working on Chiefs cards for Paul, Saints cards for Pick Six. I'm trying. I'm trying to put it all together, but my shit ends up getting so overwhelming. I come in. This is my son's room. I come in here for like 5 minutes, and then I'm like, yeah, no, I don't feel like doing it. I just get so overwhelmed, and I like decide to change my mind and not work on it. No, not at all, Red. Things have been we're lulled down. I can always crank up the music again if we want to try to get the energy back up. But I love you, Red. This isn't just a place of totally good vibes. This is a place of healing, my friend. I don't find myself to be some sort of crazy guru or, have some wonderful insight on things, but I'm always a good listening ear. I'm here for you anytime you need me. You can always hit me up on Instagram. I tell my guys all the time, and we've talked on Instagram before. I talked to Justin over there. I've talked to Dino over there. Scary Terry, we talk cards. We don't talk stuff like that. But yes, anytime you need to hit me up, I'll definitely give you an ear. Definitely type away and have communication with you. If it helps you, great. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. My name is Nick. I go by Nick in real life. There, Grasshopper. The Nicky is my family called me Nicky as a kid, and then still the adults, my parents, my aunts and uncles, they still call me Nicky. I have a Nick Jr. I call him Nicky, hence the two times. Because when I first started the channel, when it wasn't Nicky two times trading cards, it was just Nicky two times because I did a couple videos with him. So hence where we go with that. And I appreciate it. Grasshopper, if you're enjoying yourself, just keep on coming back. Sometimes we're super high volume, especially during football season, because a lot of my guys are big football fans, not so much these other sports, and we're kind of on a lull right now. I feel like once we get into September, October, November, that's usually when this chat is exploding with the Blue Ranchers, and then a lot of shit talking happens. But, I'm not going to let it not being football season stop me from having a good time and being here on Sunday nights. Well, Gabe the Babe. Well, Gabriel, Pick six, I was just talking about you. See, that's the second time tonight I've mentioned somebody that wasn't here and they show up within a minute. No bullshit, pick six. Was just talking to Red about how I keep talking about who I'm going to give cards to, but I've been talking months and then just not following through with it. But I do have piles. I have a pile of cards for you, pick six, and one of these days, I'll actually send them out. But I do keep adding to it as well. Yeah, I got that ESPN. But I'm glad you're here, Pick Six. It's always good having you. I'll have to hit you up to see if there's any other teams and stuff that you like, so I can continue to add to the pile. Because I like to try to at least get a nice, good, thick stack. I like it to get it thick, That's what she said. Gabe, any cards? And I rip football. I rip baseball. I rip hockey. Basketball. I've ripped soccer on the channel. I've ripped wrestling on the channel. I would say I ripped the most football. If you go into my history in my playlist, football and baseball have dominated, but I haven't personally opened up baseball product since Series 1 came out in February for baseball, because I don't like these other products. Once Topps Chrome or Series 2 comes out, I'll buy it. I don't know what's taking so long on these products coming out, but I'll get back into opening up some baseball. Basketball, I've opened up an okay amount. I will be opening up a ton. If you're a basketball fan, a ton of basketball when we get into next year, because I'll be hunting Cooper Flag cards, all the rookie cards that I can handle. My wife's going to kill me, but I'm going to probably buy more basketball than I have ever in a single year. What are we looking at? That's cool, pick six. And Jim has been hanging tough with us Always love you when you're around there, Jim. If you're new here and a football fan, you know this is a good channel. Our man Jazambi, all football all the time. That's how I know quite a few of you are from over there. Whether it's talking to you guys in that chat or my man Dino raising the flag and sharing my stream on Instagram. So I always have a high appreciation for Dino, even when he can't be here all the time. He certainly shares my stream on Instagram to get people to come by and hang out with me. So, plus a lot of us are now on a couple different Discords as well. I appreciate that, Gabe. Thanks for the sub. Come back if you like sports. You don't have to hang out for the full 2 hours, but if you're not doing anything on a Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, I run for 2 hours every Sunday. I've missed two. It was like two back-to-back weeks because I was doing something on a Sunday with family. I'm always here. I'm always talking sports. I'm always talking shit and like getting the shit talk back to me because I have thick skin. I shout yous all out because without you guys, I don't have a stream. I don't have a channel. I don't ignore you. If you're in my chat and I haven't said anything, just re-comment. I just simply missed it. Never ignore. We're done the sports. I do want to talk briefly. I don't know if any of you have an opinion on this or not. I said it the last couple weeks. I'm watching two particular shows right now. They're both on Sunday nights, so sometimes this might not be a good time because maybe people are watching these shows, but over there on Max, you have The Last of Us. Episode 6, I believe, tonight. The next to the last episode. But it looks like the whole episode is going to be a flashback episode. I don't know how you can do that on such a shortened season. But I'm thoroughly enjoying Season 2 of Last of Us. As well as Season 2 of The Walking Dead, Dead City. Some of you might be sick and tired of The Walking Dead stuff. I am not. Absolutely loving The Walking Dead, Dead City. Jim, and it's definitely a shame. It's crazy. Derek Carr is... I can't believe he held a job as a starting quarterback for as long as he had, because he's the most losingest quarterback over the last whatever amount of years. I forgot what the actual stat is on that, but I like Derek Carr. It's a shame. Yes, he's an average quarterback, but he's better than some people that have had better records. I think what I like to harken back to, because Raiders have been like my second favorite team since I was a kid. The 1 year Derek Carr was on the Raiders, they were looking incredible. They were in the playoffs, playing good. He gets hurt in the Colts game. I think they win. I might be revising history. I think they might have won, but he didn't play the next game. Or maybe they lost in the end because he wasn't playing and because he got hurt. He was never the same again. So, I mean, yes, I don't think the injury totally ruined him, but he never was at that caliber again after that injury. Relax, guys. Relax, guys. So nobody has any opinions on Last of Us or The Walking Dead? All right, no biggie. One last thing. Might not be your cup of tea. Hold on. Let me pull this up better. Yeah, I'm a big like zombie fan. You know, so they both call my joy or whatever language you want to use on that. I get my fix on watching shows like that. But on to something completely different. This is a movie I wanted to watch since it came out in 2022 and just never did. But I watched this week a movie called The Whale. My apologies if you guys just watch sports movies or action movies or, you know, like comic book style movies. But I try to watch anything that kind of like piques my interest. I have a lot of different interests, and I watched the movie The Whale. So in The Whale, the star of the movie was Brendan Fraser. In a nutshell, Brendan Fraser is a super heavy set guy. Imagine me and still more like 200 pounds more than me. He was like that big in the movie. Was eating himself to death. Was surely going to die because he was going through like respiratory failure in his home, but still eating. Everybody knew he was going to die. Refused to get treatment. Was trying to reconnect with his daughter, and not to get all into what people say like sounding woke. The premise was he left his wife for a guy. That all took place beforehand. That guy died. So then he was sad and started eating his way into death. That's just kind of an aside. If you take it for just looking at his acting in this movie, I can see why people applauded his return, because he was out of Hollywood for a numerous amount of years. When he was in Hollywood, he was one of those Hollywood heartthrobs. Comes back, and I think he put himself on a higher pillar because of that movie in his acting chops. So if you can handle some of the talk of homosexuality that's in it, it's well worth the watch. Just because his acting is that fantastic. Rohan, I'm a Amazon driver. I just started doing that recently just to be able to pay the bills until I can. I might be there 6 months. I might be there 3 years. I might be there 10 years. I have no idea. But right now, I'm doing it to pay the bills and decide whether I want to continue doing it. Barry stopping by. Hello, Barry. I miss you, Barry. Don't know if you got a lot of stuff going on in your life that has kind of kept you away, but I appreciate you stopping by tonight, and you have a great week as well. Casino Comics stopping by. What's going on there, Casino? I think you just missed it last week, but I'm glad you made it tonight. Not a whole lot's going on. We talked a lot of sports tonight. No card ripping. Been playing some. Watch the Maple Leafs get their asses handed to them by Florida Panthers. Then switch back over to my music in the background is from my girl Renee at Rascal and Lucy. Man, Franco, I think most of us, even us old heads now, rely way too much on technology, but such is life. Viking Jerome. I hope that's a good thing, or just a really good coincidence. Yeah, Rohan's getting a little frisky. He definitely likes your man. But Rohan, let's keep it cool. Let's not go triple X just yet. Why'd you retract the good comment? I was reading that there, Viking. Mad Franco, that was a good one. I like it. It made me laugh. Off-key little jokes like that are well welcome here on Sunday Funday. Viking, I try to be. I wouldn't say I'm a source of inspiration. That would be way too egotistical. But I'm a source of a place that you can come, chill, and hang out. I'm the kind of guy that can either sit with you in silence, or go have a beer with, or scream and cheer for whatever sports thing we're looking at. Like, I could wear all hats, not just the nice Philadelphia Phillies hat that I'm wearing tonight, but Viking. I'm Philadelphia through and through, every single sport. I'm what they call around here. Well, they used to call it four for four. I'm a 5 for 5 guy. Phillies, Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, and the soccer team, the Philadelphia Union. We got them all covered. Don't give the answer yet there, Med Franco. I want to try to guess this one. Why don't orphans play baseball? Because they don't have a home plate? Well, Grasshopper, my Philadelphia Eagles are the reigning, defending NFL Super Bowl champs, baby. And if you stick around and hang out and come here every week as we get into the football season, you'll hear me really start getting hype. My regulars know how loud I get when I start talking Eagles football. Viking Jerome, yes they do. Yes they do. I talked about that earlier. We are playing in Minnesota, week 7. All right, man, Franco, give it to me. What? Thanks for subbing as well. Yeah, because they don't know where home is. So I was close. I said they don't have a home plate, so I was right there with it. No, I smart. I got a little bit of something up here. Oh, I forgot. So yeah, Grasshopper, you're from the Cleveland area. You know, I got to at least be in the good part of. Hold on one second. My phone's starting to run down here. Let me put the charger on it. I am. I went to the Cleveland. I went to the National Card Show in Cleveland last summer. Went and caught the Guardians. Love the Guardians. Second favorite baseball team, by the way. They're Grasshopper. Got to watch them. They did lose, unfortunately, against Detroit, but had a blast. Went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and then on my way out, leaving because we did the road trip from here from Philadelphia. We drove to Cleveland. On the way out, we stopped in Canton and went to the NFL Football Hall of Fame. Incredible. One of the best vacations I've ever had. Just me and my two sons hanging out. It was great. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. That's about all you get because I don't play copyrighted stuff. Yeah, it was like a 6-ish hour drive, I believe. Yeah, it was somewhere around in that ballpark, Grasshopper. It was a good time. And I met, while I was there, the guy that you were talking shit on, my Pacers fan buddy, Matty Ice Cards. Got to meet him. I think he drove from the Indiana side to come. He might have flew in. I don't remember. Brittany, I'm glad you're still here. And I'm going to pester you. You're going to be, you got to be a panelist on Saturday nights. So, guys, if you like it here, this is how the week runs down. I try to put out at least one video a week on ripping product. Hopefully, I can find some product that I actually want to rip this week. So I usually put out that. I pulled out multiple shorts of ripping hockey packs and sometimes some cool stuff I find in stores. That's how my shorts go. But every Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific time, I'm on a channel called Spine Ticks Live. That show is hosted by Sith Lordly. He is the head of Spine Ticks. You have me on the panel. You have my man Perch's Corner, Dan Delatorre, and last but not least, Uncanny Swag, who was here earlier tonight. We're all panelists. Occasionally, we'll get our man Josh, Marvel Madness, to hang out with us. Hopefully, Brittany takes up Sith's invitation and comes and hangs out with us one of these weeks as well. This coming week, it's looking like Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, I'll be a guest on Pigskin Press Box, which is a show run by Helmets and Hash Marks and Hammy and Son. And then right back here, as always, Sunday Funday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time. We got my man Michael Colella in the house. Michael, I'm about to close up shop, man. You're coming in a little bit late tonight, but thanks for stopping by. Any minutes we can get. You know, I appreciate it. And yes, I am Nikki Two Shits to Michael. Michael is a prime example of someone who came in, I think, looking to battle and looking to be a troll, fell in love with this guy, and said, you know what? This guy's a cool guy. I'll hang out with him on Sunday nights. And has been hanging out. That's why he now has a blue wrench. He's probably the first guy that I've given a blue... Well, no, you and Tex Carnage are guys I've given blue wrenches to that I did not meet through watching their videos or being commented watching my videos. That I've met just straight from my live streams. Benicio de Leon, it can be... This is a good, fun, little chill place. Even though I'm not so chill, I get loud. I get obnoxious a little bit. That's just how I am. I am from northeastern part of the United States. We tend to be loud. I'm a big guy. I tend to be loud. But such is life. So we are ready to close out shop here. But before I do... Mr. G-Mon wants me to scream at the top of my lungs for no reason. I can just give you a big yell. And then now, I'm going to raise the music. I'm going to put it up. And I'm going to shout out as many people as I can to close out the night. Much appreciated there, Pick 6. But here we go. Viking Jerome was here. Ned Franco. Assad Big, Huey, I Am Legendario. We had Red Pro or Real Pro, Friday, Aaron Shorts, The Warrior, Isabella, Grasshopper Plus. Thank you, buddy, for hanging out. It's been fun having you here. I hope I see you again. If you're here like 2 or 3 weeks, then I will certainly give you a blue wrench. Thanks for being here. Mazan Kase was here. LZ Wasteland. Crick Impressive. From India. Loving cricket and trying to bring some cricket knowledge to the rest of us. Esteban Munoz. The one and only. Who's the one and only at everything, according to him. Navroop Singh. Hike from Armenia. Carson. PK Gamer 25K, Carson Bately, Harold Schwartzmiller, Broski, who never gave... Oh, which I told Broski to go to Duke. Hi was here. Anskin, Ibrahim Play, Rohan Azim, Gabe the Babe. We've got Michael Colella hanging out with us. Then... all my other blue wrenchers, Barry stopped by, Jim NFL 7, High Life Hobby, Red 03, Pick 6 cards. Guys, the list isn't even over. We're about halfway done through this last end of the night shoutouts. We had my man Mom, Moon over Miami, hanging out with us. There you go, Moon. Love seeing you here. Love watching the baby praying mantises and coins. We had my man Justin W. Smith stopping by from his Big Sky PC and Rips account. There you go. Guys popping in here. Also go check out Justin W. Smith on Big Sky PC Horror Show. Hammy and Son was here. God is great. Tex Carnage. BC Sports Cards. Helmets and hash marks. Adam's Car Closet stopped by. My man Uncanny Swag. Boji. Brittany. Always great having you here, Brittany. Daisy May stopped by to say hello. Kenneth Bird. Phil Allen. Yo, Dean. Dino was here. The Epic Gamers. SB Vintage stopped by. My Patriots friend right there. Daniel Kreifel was in the house. Cheyenne Sings was here as well. Hobby Collector. Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles. The Legend 55. High Risk was in the house. O-Rod Collects. Matty Ice Cards, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights was here, and last but not least, Veronica from Christy's Crazy Crafty Life, Christy's Crazy Crafty Life, Christy's Crazy Crafty Life, Christy's Crazy Crafty Life, Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. Thank you, Veronica, and all of you for being here. It was a wonderful night. Hope you all have a great week. Love you all. See you back here next Sunday. As always, Nikki 2 times tried to bring the fun for Sundays. Y'all have a wonderful night.